Welcome everybody, Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, and 1961 APBA Basic, Boston at New York. This is the first game. This game's being played, let's see. This game's being played May 24th. Let's write that up here. And Yankees are struggling as of late. They started off 8-0 and now they're 17-16. Yeah, they're struggling big time. They've lost a lot of games in the last inning. Boston is 21-12. I don't really see them as having that great a team, but we'll see what happens here. They may prove me wrong in this game. Now, my setup, I just want to go over my setup a little bit. I change my setups periodically, just depending on how I feel. I've got both APBA pitchers here in the upper left-hand corner. I got the away team and the home team, and I just kind of flip the card over on this mat, this classic APBA mat, and just lay them down until I get to the bottom of the order. Let's start off. Now, what I did here with the Red Sox is I made a quick scan of the 9 players, of the original cards, of course, so I don't have to, if I want to write on them, I can. If I just want to, dirty them up, soil them by grabbing them and whatever. If I spilled coffee on them, it's just on the copies, it's not on the originals. But it's going to be Chuck Schilling, the second baseman, leading off. Geiger, the outfielder, he's a center fielder for the Red Sox. Karl Yastrowski in left field, he's only a 1. You'd think he was a better defensive left fielder. I always thought he could play he's in New York, right? He's probably a 2 in Boston. A guy named Jensen, a right fielder. I don't know too much about Jackie Jensen. This is 1961, a little bit before my time. Russ Nixon, the catcher. He's a 7. You got Pete Reynolds. He's a utility guy. He can play every position, as you can see. Today he's playing first base, but he can play third base, second base, shortstop. Malzone, Frank Malzone, the third baseman, and I was surprised to see that he is a 5. He is like a Brooks Robinson, and he's from New York, New York. And finally, batting 8th, you have the shortstop, Don Budding, also known as Pud Budding. And he's a shortstop. He's a 7. The Red Sox, I added them up. That's 19, 23, 28, 35, 37. That's pretty high. It's because of the first baseman and the third baseman. Brings them up. The second baseman's average. But those 2 guys make up for the shortstop, who's a 7, and the catcher, who's a 7. And Gene Conley is going to be batting 9th, and he is the pitcher. He's a D, which is basically the league average. Now, APBA didn't have very much pitching at all. It's just all about the hitting. That's a little bit of a disappointing factor for me. It is, I still love the game. Let's go into the Yankee lineup. Tony Kubek, the shortstop. Hector Lopez, the left fielder. Blanchard, the catcher, batting 3rd. Maris is cleanup today in center field. He's giving Mickey Mantle a rest. Yogi Berra, the right fielder, batting 5th. Batting 6th is Skowron, the first baseman. Clete Boyer at third base. Bobby Richardson at second base. And finally, it's Ralph Terry, who's a C. So on paper, the Yankees, he's a CZ, which reduces walks somewhat. So the Yankees on paper have the advantage. And let's see what happens. Let's start rolling. I'm using the official APBA cardboard dice shaker. It predates the, let's see if I have a plastic dice shaker lying around here somewhere. I should. Oh, here's one. He's hiding away back here behind some other cards. This is a plastic dice shaker. See that? Plastic, and this one is the cardboard. You can see the cardboard inside there. So anyway, this makes, I think the plastic makes a lot more noise versus, still pretty damn noisy. This is a little bit muffled, tough to play late at night. You got to really be quiet with it because it wakes up everybody around the house. So let's start off the game with Boston. The batter is Chuck Schilling. He's a right-handed batter. And here's the pitch. That's a 14. That's cracked to left. Over is Lopez, and he puts it away for the first out. I will be inputting the data. It keeps my stats for me, the Replay Baseball PC game. Here's Geiger with a 21, and that's a fly out to right field. Down the line goes Berra, and Berra runs it down. So got a good jump on that ball right off the bat. Here's Karl Yastrowski, left-handed hitter from Southampton, New York, and that's going to be a drive off the bat of Yastrowski. And that's going to be off the wall. Digging for second is Yaz, and he's in there ahead of the throw. A 2-out double for Yaz. And the Yankee Stadium crowd is not having it. They're booing him. Here's Jackie Jensen, the pitch, and that's a 36. Ball 4. Terry loses Jackie Jensen. Now, the Yankees have fallen behind early in games. That's something else that's kind of really affected them and led to this prolonged slump that they're in right now. Like I said, they were 8-0. They're 7-16 since then. And it's going to be Russ Nixon. Here's the pitch. 51. That's an 8. That's a base hit. And I believe a run is going to come in, and Jensen will go to third. So the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead on a base hit to right center field by Russ Nixon. Scoring Yastrowski. Going to third is Jensen. And next up is Reynolds. So first and third here for Pete Reynolds. The pitch from Terry, and that's a 64. Struck him out. Inning over. 1 run on 2 hits and a walk. The Red Sox lead at 1-0 with the Yanks coming to bat. All right, here's Tony Kubik. Now, Tony Kubik is batting. Let's give that strikeout to Reynolds. Kubik is batting .215, so he's been struggling. And that's a 56, which will be a pop-up left side. Budding and Malzone back. Yastrowski races in and calls him off for the first out. Hector Lopez was a drive to right center field. Jensen and Geiger come together, and it's Jensen who makes the grab. And here's Blanchard, Johnny Blanchard with a bouncer to the shortstop. Easy play for Budding, who throws a strike to the first baseman, Reynolds. And that's 3 up and 3 down. We go to top of the second. Malzone leading off. Malzone, Budding, and Conley for the Red Sox. Red Sox lead at 1-0. All right, here's the pitch. That's a 13, and that is ball 4. So Terry struggling with his control a little bit. Oh, hold on. I didn't give Blanchard grounded out to short. And a walk to Malzone. 1 on. Nobody out. Here's Budding with a 14. That's flied out. Left field, Lopez drifts under it and puts it away. Next up is the pitcher. Pitcher Conley is a right-handed hitter. And he's got a good card, but he swings and misses at a high fastball, and he goes down on strikes. Has a good hitting card for a pitcher. Here's Chuck Schilling with a 51. That's a 9. That's a ground ball. I believe it's the third base, and it is. And that's third base is Boyer over to first, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, so walk, 1 left. We move to the bottom of the second. Leading off is Roger Maris. He homered in yesterday's game, giving the Yankees a 3-2 victory in the bottom of the 9th inning. Leadoff homer for Maris. That was his 11th of the season. And that's a snake, guys. That's a deep drive to right field down the line. And if it stays fair, it's gone. That ball is out of here. Roger Maris ties it up with his 12th home run of the season. Makes his way around the bases. High fives Berra at home plate. And it's all tied at 1. Roger Maris on his quest for 61. The race for 61. Here's Yogi Berra, who's got good power as well. And that's high and away, ball 4. And he trots down to first base with a base on balls. Here comes Moose Skowron. Moose Skowron has struggled with average, but he's got 7 home runs and 132 at-bats. Has a good power numbers, a 1 at 66 and a 5 at 11. Here's a pitch from Gene Conley, and a 63 is popped up. And that is the catcher in foul territory for the first out. 1 away. Here's Clete Boyer. Pitch, and that's a rip to left center field, and that's a base hit. Berra will scoot over to third base, first and third now. Yanks got something going here with 1 out. So Berra's on at first. Boyer's on at first, Berra's on at third, and it's Richardson. Something I never ever do. I'm going to try a hit and run. There goes Boyer, and that's a 33, and that is line for a base hit. And run to right, 1 scores, other to third. So RBI single, and the Yanks, Berra scores. Yanks take a 2-1 lead. RBI for Richardson. Going to third is Boyer. And now the pitcher's up, Terry, with 1 out. He's going to bat. Not a very good hitting card, but that's going to be a drive. Is anybody going to get there? No, that falls in, and that's going to split the outfield and roll to the wall. So they misplayed it a little bit out there. It got by him, and digging for second base. 1 run scores. Let's see if Richardson's going to score on this 1 first and third situation with a 6. It's going to say double clears the bases. 2 RBIs for the pitcher, Terry, on that 66. And Yankees have taken a 4-1 lead. Wow. Surprising. Ralph Terry gets into one and it looked like it was misplayed a little bit in the outfield. Went for a double when it should have been cut off, but there'll be no error. It's going to be a double, straight up double for Ralph Terry. And the Yanks have taken a 4-1 lead here in the bottom of the second. Tony Kubik with a 24, and that's a drive to center field. Geiger after it, and he runs it down. Staying at second base is Terry. Hector Lopez now, 2 outs. Here's a pitch, a 25. That is a base hit, and that's going to score Terry. And that's 5-1 Yankees. Johnny Blanchard up next. He's got a great card. He's got a 1 at 66, 1 at 11, a 5 at 33, and a 6 at 22. And the pitch, a 35, and that's a check swing. Dribbling down the third base line. Malzone's going to see if it goes foul. And no, it stays fair, and that's a base hit. Infield single. And that pushes Lopez to second base. And the Yankees have batted around. I'm going to tidy up this little spot here. A little sloppy. Got a little sloppy on me. There we go. Roger Maris is up. Roger Maris homered in his first at bat in the second inning. Well, in this inning, he led off the inning with a home run, and he's up here again for his possibility of his second home run in this inning. We're going to look to the bullpen now. Conley is getting to the point of no return here. Can't seem to get the third out in this inning. He's already given up 5 runs. Here's a pitch. Roger Maris, will he hit his second home run of the game? And that is a deep drive way back to right field. That's the second decker, and that's the second home run for Maris in this inning. Holy cow, as Phil Rizzuto would say. 1 run comes in, 2 runs come in, and the third run of the inning on the 3-run home run is Roger Maris. 2, 3, 4, 3 RBIs. He's got 4 RBIs and 2 home runs in this inning, and that's going to be all for Conley. Holy smokes. Yikes. So we're going to have to go into the bullpen and see who we can grab here. It's going to be Stallard. Let's see if we have him available to us. Remember, these sets only came with 20. Only 20 play. There he is, Tracy Stallard. They only came with 20 cards. So what I'm going to do with this card, because it's one of the original, actually, yeah, it's one of the original cards. What I'm going to do there is I'm just going to place it in a sleeve to protect it. These are the actual 1961 cards. Think about that. They're 60 years old. So some kid was playing with them in 1961, and now an older kid is playing with them in 2022. Wow, all right. So the Yanks have taken an 8-1 lead with 8 runs here in the bottom of the second inning. Yogi Berra is going to face Tracy Stallard. He's an XW and a D pitcher, of course. So we'll try to remember that. And here's Yogi Berra. Snake eyes, and that's a drive, and nobody's going to get to it. That's going to be one hop off the wall. Digging for second is Berra, and he's in there with a stand-up double. Yikes. A rough welcome for Tracy Stallard. And here's Scourin. And that's a 21, strike 3, and that retires the side. Wow. But the Yanks pick up 8 runs on a ton of hits, on 8 hits, and they lead it by a score of 8-1. Top of the third, it's going to be Geiger, Yastrowski, and Jensen for the Red Sox. Gary Geiger, he flied out to right in his first at bat, and he's going to bounce out here to the shortstop, Kubek, who throws him out. High throw, but nice stretch by Scourin. Here's Yaz, and that's a drive. And that's going to be way back, right field, home run, Yastrowski. 8-2 now. So Scourin struck out, and now it's a ground ball and a home run by Yaz. Makes the score 8-2. Next batter is Jensen. Jackie Jensen. 36, and that's ball 4. Russ Nixon, 35, and that's a check swing. Third baseman Boyer charging, bare hands. It fires to first and in time. 5-3. Runner moves to second base. So Jensen walked, and then there's a grounder to third base, moving Jensen over to second. Reynolds is up. Reynolds struck out in the first inning. Ralph Terry checks in with Blanchard, and he deals, and that is ripped to right field for a base hit. This will score Jensen. And let's see what happens to single. Yep. So RBI single for Reynolds, 8-3 now. Malzone is up. Malzone's a right-handed hitter. Pitch from Terry, and that's a 66. That's going to be a drive to left field, and that's way back, and that's gone. Home run. Holy smokes, 8-5 now. Boy, these games are real cheap entertainment, I'll tell you. Having a blast here. I'll be at a game next week, an actual game in Minute Maid Park in Houston. So 2 RBIs for Malzone. Reynolds singled home Jensen, and then up comes Malzone and drives one deep to right field. Second decker, and it's 8-5 now. Butting 35, and that is ball 4. So the tying run is on deck. Stallard is up, but we can't. It's too early for us to pull him, unfortunately. Just don't have it. So we're going to have to wait it out and let him bat here. Snake Eyes, that's ripped. Base hit to left. Oh, my goodness. And that's going to be, let's see, Butting will go to third, and the throw to third, and he is safe right behind him. Moving up a base is the pitcher. So it's going to be second and third now. And up comes Schilling, the top of the order. 8-5. Tying run is at the plate. 2 runs in scoring position. That if these 2 runs come in, it'll bring the Red Sox within 1 run. The Yanks scored 8 in the bottom of the second, and the Red Sox so far have scored, let's see, Butting and Single scored 4 here in the top of the third. Yikes. All right. Chuck Schilling, who flied out and grounded out. And a 42 is strike 3. And he goes down on strikes. But they come up with 4 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 2 of which were home runs. And the score is 8-5. We go to the bottom of the third. It's going to be Boyer, Richardson, and Terry coming up to bat for the Yankees. 61 Yankee baseball. All right. Cleve Boyer. Here's a pitch. That's a fly ball left field. Over is, hold on. Over is Yastrowski to make the catch. 1 down. Richardson's next. 24, and that's a fly ball. Left center field. On the run is Yastrowski, and Yastrowski runs it down. 2 outs to left field. And I also made copy. These are also scans of the original 61 cards, so I don't have to use them. This is the team I play with every day. So, and now it's going to be Ralph Terry still pitching for the Yankees, and he'll stay in there, and he's going to bat 52, and that's strike 3. That ends the inning. 3 up and 3 down. Easy inning for the Yanks, for the Red Sox. Yankees go down 1, 2, 3. Not much offense there in that third inning. We go to the top of the fourth. Scores 8-5. Leading off is Geiger. He's 0 for 2 today. Here's a pitch from Terry. And that's a 52. That's bounced to the third baseman, Boyer, to his left. Spins, fires the first on target to Skowron. 1 away. Geiger 0 for 3 now. Yastrowski, who's 2 for 2. He doubled and homered. And a 63. That's popped up. Foul ground. Catcher Blanchard flips his mask away and pulls it in for out number 2. Next is Jensen, Jackie Jensen, with a 35, and that is foul back. Oh, ball. And Jensen again with a 24, strike 3. And that retires the side, 3 up and 3 down for Terry. Go to the bottom of the fourth. Tony Kubik is up, 52, and that's a swing and a miss and a high fastball. Next is Lopez with a 24. Strike 3. He gets called out. Back-to-back Ks for Stallard. And Blanchard now. Blanchard with a 33, and that's going to be a drive down the line. If it's fair, it's a off the wall. And a digging for second base to throw the slide, the tag, and he is... Oh, the tag was late. The umpire calls him safe on a double. A 2-out double for Blanchard. Brings up Roger Maris, who's 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. His 12th and 13th of the season. And a 45, that'll be ball 4. That's going to put runners on first and second. Yogi Berra now, left-handed hitting Yogi Berra. Here's a pitch and a snake eyes. That's going to be a 5 with runners on first and second. That's going to be a drive in the gap. That's going to roll to the wall, and it's going to bound away from the center fielder Geiger. 1 run scores, 2 runs scored. Trying for 3 is Berra, and he is in there. Stand-up triple for Yogi Berra. Drives in 2 more. Yanks lead it 10-5 now. And here's Skowron. Runner on third. Pitch from Stallard, 33, and that's a deep drive. Way back. That ball is out of here. 2-run shot by Moose Skowron on the 6 with a runner on third. 1 column, 6 is a home run. Drives in 2 more, and the score is 12-5 now. Yikes. And Boyer's up next. And that's a fly ball right field. On the run is Jensen, and he gets there. That retires the side. But not before. Yanks come up with 4 more runs on 1, 2, 3 more hits. And they lead it 12-5. Holy smokes. Top of the 5th. Nixon leading off against Ralph Terry, and he flies one to right. Easy pickings for right fielder Berra. 1 away. Next is Reynolds with a 64, and that's a 37. That's a foul ball. 42, and that's ball 4. So he walks. On at first is Reynolds. Malzone up next. Malzone with a 21, and that's a fly ball left field. Lopez and Maris come together, and it's Lopez who makes the catch. 2 down. 8th place batter Don Budding with a 22, and that's line base hit. Runners will play it safe here. And that's going to be it for Stallard. We're going to bring in a pinch hitter here. And Terry is a righty, so we're going to bring in Vic Wurtz. I think we should have a card. Because he did have a lot of at-bats. But that means nothing. Remember, they only... No, doesn't look like he has a card. Yeah, that's a disappointing thing, man. These cards are beautiful, but there's only 20 cards per team. So, unfortunately... Now, let me check and see if Wurtz was traded at some point, because then he could have a card with another team, and what I'll do is just quickly scan it. So let me check and see. Okay, so I made a quick copy of the Vic Wurtz card. There we go. Alrighty. So Vic Wurtz will be pinch hitting. It's a lefty hitter. back to the game screen. There it is. All right, Wurtz is up. Terry's on the mound. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Here's a pitch. And, oh, snake eyes. That's going to be a 4. I think that's a 3-run homer. That's a drive to right. That ball's way back. That ball's gone. 3-run homer. It's 12-8, and that's going to be it for Terry. Holy smokes. 1-run scores, 2-run score, 3-run score. Vic Wurtz with a pinch hit home run here in the top of the 5th inning. And he drives in number 6, number 8, and number 9. 6, 8, and 9. So 3 RBIs for Vic Wurtz. Scores 12-8. That's going to be it for Terry. You know what? Just let Terry finish out the inning. There's 1 more out because he's due up next inning. I doubt he's going to give up any more. I mean, it can't get any worse for him. Schilling is going to be up now. And that's a 24, which will be a bouncer to third baseman. Boyer up with it. Wait a second. Where's Schilling? Oh, okay, I see what's going on. There it is. That's a strikeout, and that'll end the inning. All right, but 3-run score on a couple of hits, a 3-run homer by pinch hitter Vic Wurtz. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Score is 12-8 now. Holy smokes. It's going to be Richardson, a pinch hitter. And then top of the order. Stallard was him pinch hit for us. We're going to get a new pitcher for the Red Sox. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Muffet. Well, we know he's going to be starting soon. It's going to be a guy named Wills. I don't know. Not sure if he's available. You also have Hillman. Let's see if I have Hillman here. I do have Dave Hillman. So he'll be coming in. I'll grab a sleeve to protect his card. 60-year-old card. Don't want my grimy, greasy fingers all over them. And you know, our fingers produce natural oils, and that gets all over the cards, and that's not a good thing. Combined with just some dirt, just from grabbing things and touching things, not good. Not good for the cards. All right, Richardson leading off against Hillman. Hillman is a C pitcher. Again, APBA not known for its pitching ratings, which is very standard. Pitch, and a 45 is a walk. So Richardson takes first base on a base on balls. And we get a pinch hitter for Terry now. So Terry's out of the game finally. And we're going to bring in Bob Serve to pinch hit in the 5th. There's his card. Pitch, and that's a 41. Rip to the shortstop. Budding, who flips to Schilling, throw to Reynolds, and it's a 6-4-3 double play. So Serve hits into a double play, and here comes Tony Kubek. Snake eyes, that's a drive. And that's going to be off the wall, and that's going to roll away from into the corner. And digging for second, heading for third, the relay from Schilling. Malzone the tag, and it's a triple. 2-out triple for Tony Kubek. What the heck? Oh, it froze up on me. Hold on a second. My computer froze up. Oh boy. What does that mean now? Hold on. Alrighty. As you can see, the score is 12-8. It's a triple for Tony Kubek. And Hector Lopez, 1 for 3, is up against Hillman. Here's a pitch, and that's a drive off the bat of Lopez, and that's going to be off the wall. And scoring easily is Kubek, and Lopez is going to try for 3. Here's the relay, the tag, and he is safe. Back-to-back triples for the Yankees. And they pick up another run, 13-8 now. RBI triple for Hector Lopez, his second hit of the game. Johnny Blanchard is up now. Blanchard today is 2 for 3. Here's the pitch, and that's a 41-24 with the runner on third. He's going to read. It's a grounded to short, charged by Budding. Budding fires to first, and that retires the side. 1 run on a couple of hits, 2 triples, back-to-back triples. And the Yankees lead it 13-8. We go to the top of the 6th inning. We're going to get a new pitcher for the Yanks. And it's going to be, let's see, who's it going to be? Tex Clevenger. We're going to bring in Tex Clevenger. Picked up from, I think, the Angels. Or, yeah, I think it was from the Angels. Not too sure. He just recently joined the team. So Tex Clevenger replaces Terry. Not a very good card. He is a DW. He will be facing Geiger, Yastrowski, and Jensen. Here's a pitch. That's a 61. That's ball 4. He walks Geiger. Walks the leadoff man. Not what the manager wants to see. Yastrowski's next. Here's the pitch, and that's a fly ball, a drive to right. Berra after it, and Berra comes up with it. Nice catch, Yogi Berra. Jackie Jensen, 23, and that is grounded to the shortstop, 28. I believe this is going to be a 6-3. It's only one place, and that's the one play, and that's the first. Moving to second is Geiger, 2 out. Next up is Russ Nixon. Nixon today is 1 for 3. He's grounded out and flied out. Nixon with a 21, and that's a pop-up right side. Berra, Richardson, and Skowron go back. Berra comes in. Berra calls him off, makes the catch, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits. A walk, 1 left. 13-8 Yankees go to the bottom of the 6th. Roger Maris leads off. Hillman is still in there. And that's, ooh, I thought that was going to be another home run. He's hit 2 already. Ball 4. Takes ball 4 high and away. Here's Yogi Berra with a 14. That's pop up. Left side, Yastrowski. He's there. Next is Moose Skowron with a drive to right. After it is Jensen, and Jensen comes up with it. 2 away. Got good wood on it. But Jen hung up there for Jensen in right field. And here's Boyer with a 33, and that's going to be ripped for a base hit. Maris will hustle to third and into second base. With the on the throw to third is Boyer. And that is Boyer's second hit of the game. He's 2 for 4. Here's Bobby Richardson. Richardson's 1 for 2 with a walk and a fly out. And that's going to be a 9, but it's runners on second and third. A 9 against the C pitcher's probably an out, and it is a fly out right field. Will Jensen get there? Yes! And that retires the side. No runs. 1 hit. 2 left. And we go to the top of the 7th inning. Yankees 13. Boston 8. Reynolds is up. Reynolds today is 1 for 2 with a walk. And he walks again here, ball 4. Malzone now with a 22. That's line base hit. And that 7 on these old boards is going to be a single to right, runner to third, batter to second on throw to third. Happens way too often on these old boards. I think they changed it. I don't think that they do that anymore on the modern boards. But I'm playing the vintage version. It's okay. No, I'm not playing the virgin. I'm playing the version, the vintage version. Butting second and third. Nobody out here in the top of the seventh. The Yanks are up 13-8. Some movement in the bullpen for the Yanks. Here's Pudding, 16. Infield's back. That's a 12 with second and third, and that's going to be strike 3. Big strikeout for Clevenger, Tex Clevenger, and 7th inning. We're going to try a pinch hitter here in this situation. Oh wait, Reynolds. Hold on a second. I did something wrong. So, Malzone. All right. Singles sending Reynolds to third. It's going to be second and third now. And Butting is up. And Butting strikes out. Pinch hitter coming up. And it's going to be a lefty. They have a guy named Ginsberg, but there's no way he's going to have a card. I don't even have to look. Unless he was traded to another team. Let me just do a quick check. Well, actually, I can look at the roster sheet. I have the classic roster sheet, the vintage roster sheet. Yeah, they don't have him available. Ginsberg. So I'm going to make a quick copy of that card, and I'll be right back for more action. Okay, so I quickly made these players. Ginsberg. Then I made 3 pitchers because of this game. It's 13-8, so I'm going to need pitchers. Tom Sturdivant. I made Tom Borland, and I made Jerry Casale. So I made 3 pitchers and a pinch hitter. So I have more players to mess around with here in this game, high-scoring game. So it's going to be Ginsberg, pinch hitting. And he's pinch hitting in the 7th. All right, so let's roll it. Here's a pitch. That's a 35, and that is strike 3. 2 outs. So 2 big outs here for Clevenger. And Chuck Schilling. See if Clevenger can get out of this predicament. Here's a pitch. And that is a 55. That is ripped for a base hit. 2 runs will come in. Malzone is, what kind of speed is Malzone here? He's average, so he'll score. 2-run score, and the score is 13-10 now. 1 run, 2 runs. RBI single, 6 and 7. And Schilling is on at first with 2 outs. Yikes. And here comes Gary Geiger, who has not gotten a base hit. He's walked. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. Here's a pitch from Clevenger. It's a foul ball. And a 51. That's ball 4. So the tying run is at the plate. 13-10 now. Yanks with 13 runs, 14 hits, no errors. The Red Sox with 10 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. Karl Yastrowski's up. Yastrowski's 2 for 4. He's got a double, a homer, and then he popped up and flied out to right. So 2 outs, 2 on. Yastrowski, the tying run here in a 13-10 Yankee lead at Yankee Stadium. Here's a pitch. And that's a base hit. A 10 is a base hit. And 1 run will, oh, wait a second, first, and we had first and second, so let's see if 1 run will score here on that 10. No, it's a check swing, and there'd be no play at first base. That's an infield single. Bases are loaded. So the tying run is at first base, and here comes Jensen. Jackie Jensen today is 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Here's the pitch from Clevenger, and that's a 14 fly ball, a drive to left, and Lopez after it in the corner, and Lopez comes up with it. Holy smokes. The Red Sox pick up 2 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits, and the score is Yankees 13, Red Sox 10. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's going to be a new pitcher for the Sox. We're going to bring in Fornells. I think I got to check and see how you pronounce that name. It's a tricky name to pronounce. Okay, so his name is Fornells. That's how you pronounce his name. Fornells. Mike Fornells. He is the closer, and we're going to use him now because this is already Mike Fornells. And we're going to get a sleeve to protect Fornells. All right, Yankees will have a new pitcher as well. We're going to have a pinch hitter here. So Fornells is in. And Clevenger's up. We're going to get Fornells is a righty, so we're going to get Jesse Geiger. And I did make a card for Geiger for the Yankees, so didn't have a lot of at-bats, but I use him to pinch hit. Here he is. So he's going to pinch hit here in the bottom of the 7th. All right, 7th inning stretch. Jesse Geiger, pinch hitter, 7 against Fornells. Here's a pitch, a 64, and that is bounced right back to the mound. Fornells picks it up, throws him out for the first out. Tony Kubek. That's rip, base hit, center field. So Kubek is on for the 2nd time. Hector Lopez, who's 2 for 4, he tripled last at bat. And a 65 is a drive to center field. Geiger back, and he makes the catch. 2 away. Johnny Blanchard now. Pitch to Blanchard, and that's lifted to left center field. Yastrowski. He's there, and that retires the side. Go to the top of the 8th. 13-10 Yankees. Nixon leads off. We're going to have a new pitcher for the Yanks. And it's going to be Yo-Yo Arroyo. It's coming in to pitch. He picked up the victory in yesterday's extra inning game. He pitched 2/3 of an inning. Yo-Yo Arroyo. Russ Nixon steps in the box. He bats from the left side. Here's the pitch. That's a 15, but that's Arroyo's an A, so that's going to rob him of a hit. So that's ripped to third and caught by the third baseman, L5. 1 away. Reynolds, another lefty, 21, and that's a fly ball to right. Over is Berra, 2 down. And Malzone now with a 52. That's bounced to third. Picked up by Boyer. 3 up and 3 down. Bottom of the 8th. 13-10 Yankees. Yanks took a big lead early, but Boston has not given up. They're only down by 3 now. At one point, they were down by 7. Here's Roger Maris leading off against Fornells. Here's the pitch, and a 61 is ball 4, so he walks. That's his 3rd walk. He's 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. And now this is his third walk. Here's Yogi Berra. Pitch, 65, and that's a drive to center field. Right there is Geiger, out number 1. Muscarin next with a 35, which is popped up. And that's in foul ground behind the plate. Nixon makes the catch, 2 down. And Boyer's 2 for 4. The pitch is 61. That's bounced to the shortstop, goes to second for the force, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, a walk, 1 left, and we move to last licks for the Red Sox. Top of the 9th. Yanks with 13 runs, 15 hits, no errors. Red Sox with 10 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. Top of the 9th, who are we going to see? Going to see Budding, a pinch hitter. And then the top of the order. Here's Pud Budding, 25, and that is a strikeout. Oh, a strikeout for the first out of the inning. Now we're going to bring in a pinch hitter, and that's going to be we're going to make Hardy. It's going to pinch hit. So I don't think we made. Oh yeah, we did make cards for everybody. Where are the cards that I made for everybody? Oh, I didn't cut them out. Let's see. Let me grab Hardy real quick and cut them out. Show you how I do that. There he is. His name is Karl Hardy. He will be batting. All right. Karl Hardy. Pitch from Arroyo, and that's a 55. That is strike 3, back-to-back Ks. Curveball gets Hardy. And here's Schilling, the top of the order. So the Red Sox are down to their last out. 13-10 Yankees. Here's a pitch from Arroyo, and that's a 51. Strike 3, and Arroyo strikes out the side. Arroyo went 2 innings, huh? Good for him. Picks up a save. The victory goes to Terry. No runs, no hits in that 9th inning. And that is Schilling with a strikeout. Wow. Terry wins it. He's 4-2 on the season. Save goes to Arroyo. That's his 3rd save of the year. Conley takes the loss. He's 2-1. And Roger Maris gets the MVP. Roger Maris had 4 RBIs. He went 2 for 2 with 3 walks and 2 home runs. He hit a 2 for his 12th and 13th of the season. Fun game. It took a little bit long. You know, the APBA games are very, very fast. But this game took a while because there were, 23 runs and 26 hits and no errors. So had there been a few extra errors, it would have taken even longer. But the Yankees come out victorious, 18-16 now. And the Red Sox are 21-13. I want to see the next game. Let's see what the deal is with the next game, who the Yanks are facing. Yanks will be facing Muffet against Ford. Yes, sirree. So Whitey Ford will be pitching for the Yanks. And I will set that up before I close out this game against Muffet, and I will cut out his card. There it is. Muffet will be pitching, so I don't have to worry about damaging the cards. The original cards are sleeving everybody. Sleeves cost money. So this is a little bit easier for me to do. All All right, let's tidy this card up a little bit, just around the edges. These are not going to come out perfect, but I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking to have fun. All right. And that's about it. This is Tony Porter. What a game. What a game you just witnessed, right? Let's bring that back up. Let's go back to it. Where's the box score for that game so you can see it on the screen? Here it is. All right. You can't see it, but anyway, it was Yankees win it. They hold off the Red Sox 13-10, and Terry gets the victory. He's 4-2. Conley gets the loss. He's 2-1. Arroyo gets the save. His third save. We're in the second month of the season, where this was a Wednesday, May 24th game. Remember to join Universal Baseball Association Facebook group. You will enjoy this group, I promise. Very laid back. You will enjoy it tremendously. A lot of great information, and remember to like and subscribe my channel. It's best way to grow the channel and get more content for you guys. And I will come up with some info. I have some ideas for some interesting videos, so that's coming up. I want to play a modern APBA game with. I want to play tonight's game, so I'm going to show you guys how to create that, and that's coming up. So I will see you very, very soon. Take care.